as promised in yesterday's review of Tokyo Ghoul Re, I said I would do a tarot card video. And so I'm going to warn anyone that is not up to date with the manga of Tokyo Ghoul, or is just watched the anime only, I recommend you to stop this video, because you need to be up to date with the series to actually listen to this video. Chapter 32, to be exact, of Tokyo Ghoul Re. So, the tarot card I want to talk about, or actually two tarot cards I want to talk about in today's video of Tokyo Ghoul, is tarot card 19, The Sun, and tarot card 20, Judgment. Now, I know majority of you, I said in my video yesterday, right towards the end, I talked about tarot card 20 for Juzo, or Suzuya, whatever name you know him by. I talked about how number 20 was on his hairpins at the end of the video, and I said I would discuss it later in another video I'll be making, and that is what I'm here to do today. But in my time of looking for the tarot card's meaning of Judgment for Suzuya, I was sent a picture from a fellow Chibi on Twitter that had tarot card 19 on Shu. So, yesterday, if you watched my review of Tokyo Ghoul, you know I was talking a lot about the symbolism when it came to the fungus, to the flowers, and the meaning between the correlation of the characters, the parallels, and stuff like that. I'm not going to go exactly in that topic, but if you remember what I said in yesterday's video, you probably get what I'm about to talk about. So, I'm going to talk about tarot card number 19 first before I get into 20. So, number 19 is on Shu. It's in the flashback, so it's not the final panel. For instance, the final panel of Shu at the end of the chapter, chapter 32, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the flashback panel when you see, like, a younger Shu meeting Kanye and actually helping him out when he's younger and he's crying. You see Shu, you know, offering him a flower, a fragrant cloud, as we found out in yesterday's review. And pretty much from what you can get from it is number 19, the Sun tarot card, was on Shu's outfit. I'll have the picture on the screen for you can see it for yourself, or you can see what I'm talking about. So, the tarot card, you're probably wondering, okay, so what does this tarot card mean? For the most part, this tarot card number 19, it doesn't actually attach itself to Shu. What this tarot card really goes to show you is the theme of this chapter, what that flashback of chapter 32 was actually supposed to symbolize and mean to us as the reader of the series. For instance, the Sun tarot card, I have it here actually loaded up. I want to read the meaning, a quick meaning. I'm not going to read everything, but I want to do a quote for quote from what I found from the Sun tarot card and tell you the meaning of what it meant on Shu. So here is the meaning. I'm going to do a quote. The Sun represents success, radiance, and abundance. The Sun gives you strength and tells you that no matter where you go or what you do, your positive radiant energy will follow you and will bring you happiness and joy. Now, this tarot card number 19, the Sun, represents the flashback. It doesn't actually represent what happened at the end of the chapter. What this really goes to show you is how much Shu has changed since that time. When he was younger, when he was a happier time, when he was very happy before he thought Kaneki died, you see how Shu is very happy. He has a lot of joy. And I talked about this a lot in yesterday's video with the flower, what the flower meant to the connection between Kanye and also Shu. I talked a lot about that. And what the tarot card goes to represent is, in the flashback, it shows you how happy he is, how great of a person he is, how much joy, how much he carries himself, and how he can shine and help out others in tough times. That's kind of what tarot card number 19 means for Shu. And so that's kind of what that tarot card meant for that specific scene, which is kind of self-explanatory. I mean, the scene was pretty obvious if you actually look at the chapter and panels. It was obvious that Shu was happy, but I guess that was just a little Easter egg from Ashita, just to have us enjoy the chapter even more with a little deeper meaning with tarot cards, since Ashita loves adding in tarot cards constantly throughout his manga series and individual chapters. So this moves into the next point I want to talk about, because Shu's actually was very simple and straight to the point. I want to move on to Juzo, or Suzuya Juzo's tarot card number 20. So, if we all know, Juzo loves having hairpins in his hair. He always has these, like, hairpins in his hair, and he usually has, like, Death 13 on it. He has, like, an X, and then he has 3 lines, which represents Death 13, and that's usually what Juzo has on him. But in the latest chapter, chapter 32 of Tokyo Ghoul Re, Juzo has 2 X hairpins on his head and represents tarot card number 20, the Judgment card. Now, I want to do a brief, explanation of what this Judgment card is, and then I'll talk about the meaning of why it correlates with Suzuya. The Judgment card calls for a period of reflection and self-evaluation through meditation or quiet reflection. you may come to a point of deep understanding about the common themes throughout your life and what you can do to change to avoid these situations in the future. Judgment tells you that you are close to reaching a significant stage in your own journey. So kind of what this means, what that little brief paragraph says right there in the Judgment card's meaning, is that Juzo is at this point to where he is at a point of happiness and self-reflection. He's at a great turning point in his life. And this was already represented multiple times ago in the chapter where Big Madam, or Big Bubba, died, and Juzo had the tarot card on her. Big Bubba actually had tarot card number 5, reverse, on her. You had it to where Juzo, he had that card that represented his feelings towards moving on. He's in a state of moving on. And that's kind of what, Judgment represents. He's in a point of his life where he can look back and move past the sins or the evil acts that he's done in his life. He can move past all the burdens he's dealt with throughout his journey of his life. And it's kind of more of a meaning of a new journey. That's what Judgment's tarot card means. It's like Suzuya is beginning a new journey, a new path to another self, another person, him growing up. That's kind of what it means, and that's to put it in very simple terms. So you gotta like Ashita how he does that, how he represents characters through tarot cards without any dialogue. Just that tarot card alone, with the dual X hairpins that's representing number 20 Judgment, it lets us know what state of mind Suzuya is currently in. He's in a state of mind where he is past all worries or all depression. He's moved past the burdens he's had, and you could see how he has probably moved past things he felt like he was at fault for. How his senpai got hurt fighting Eto. You gotta go figure that this might also mean something towards that. He's moved past these issues and hardships. So that is the meaning of tarot card number 20. Not really much more to really go on, and I have a couple other ideas for Tokyo Ghoul videos in the near future, and I will do that very soon. But for now, you all have a wonderful day or not wherever you live. Hopefully this opened your eyes up to more meanings of the latest chapter of Tokyo Ghoul and what Ishida really does behind the scenes of this series when he wants to write in secret tarot cards. So tell me in the comments below if you want to see more videos like this. If there ever is more tarot cards in upcoming chapters, I will make a video on them and discuss them if they are very vital to the current circumstances of the manga series. So you all have a wonderful day or not wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.